guys, this is Disha and you are watching Advocate Disha. I hope all are doing good, staying safe and strong. Yes, in my today's video, I am going to talk about the three important bills which is recently introduced in Lok Sabha, and these bills are going to replace our old IPC, CRPC and Evidence Act. So let's talk about these bills in today's video, and without any further ado, let's get started with today's video. On August 11, 2023, Union Home Minister Amit Shah introduced three bills in Lok Sabha. That is, the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita bill to replace the Indian Penal Code 1860, the Bharatiya Suraksha Sanhita bill to replace the Code of Criminal Procedure 1973, and the Bharatiya Sakshya bill to replace the Indian Evidence Act 1872. And these proposed legislation have been sent to the Parliamentary Standing Committee for the review. So first, we'll talk about IPC. Now what is IPC? IPC is Indian Penal Code. The Indian Penal Code is India's main criminal law defining different criminal offences, their penalties and process for investigation and trial. Indian Penal Code is the official criminal code of India drafted in 1860. Next, CRPC. It is a code of criminal procedure and this provides procedure for administering criminal law in India. It was enacted in 1973 and became effective on 1st April 1974. Next, Evidence Act. The Indian Evidence Act, originally passed in India by the Imperial Legislative Council in 1872 during the British Raj, it contains a set of rules and allied issues governing admissibility of evidence in the Indian courts of law. Now let's see the main features of Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita Bill 2023. The bill defines terrorism and offences such as separatism, armed rebellion against the government, challenging the sovereignty of the country, which were earlier mentioned under different provisions of law. The proposed legislation will repeal the offence of sedition, which is criminalized under Section 124A of IPC. The new bill replaces the sedition provision with Section 150, which deals with acts endangering sovereignty, unity and integrity of India. It proposes 10 years imprisonment for sexual intercourse with women on false promise of marriage, which is a common form of deception and exploitation. The proposed changes also calls for punishment for mob lancing with the death penalty in certain cases. Other prospective punishments include death penalty for rape of a minor and 20 years jail to life imprisonment of gang rape. The provision also include 1 year imprisonment for bribing votes during polls. The bill fixes a maximum limit of 180 days to file a charge sheet, which can speed up the trial process and prevent indefinite delays. Now let's see the main features of Bharatiya Suraksha Sanhita Bill 2023. It promotes the use of technology for trials, appeals and recording depositions, allowing video conferencing for proceedings. Section 41A of CRPC, which has a prominent safeguard against arrest, will get a new number under Section 35. And no person can be arrested without prior approval from an officer at least at the rank of Deputy Superintendent of Police, especially for offences punishable by less than 3 years or for individuals above 60 years. It empowers magistrate to take cognizance of offences based on electronic records such as emails, SMS, WhatsApp, messages, etc., which can facilitate evidences collection and verification. A police officer may be permitted to use handcuffs while arresting a person if he is a repeat offender who escaped from custody, or he has committed an organized crime, terrorist act, offences against the state, etc. And also, a copy of the FIR is to be made available to the accused and victim free of cost within 14 days from the date of production of the accused. The new bill permits the filing of a zero FIR from any part of the country. Now, what is zero FIR? Zero FIR is when a police station receives a complaint regarding an alleged offence committed in the jurisdiction of another police station, it registers an FIR and then transfers it to the relevant police station for further investigation. It is called a zero FIR. Mercy petition in death sentence cases to be filed within 30 days to the governor and within 60 days to the president. The last bill is Bharatiya Sakshya bill. Now let's see the highlights of Bharatiya Sakshya bill 2023. The bill makes electronic or digital records admissible as evidence, thereby they will have the same legal effect as paper documents. The Bharatiya Sakshya bill repeals 5 existing provisions of the old Evidence Act, modifies 23 provisions and introduced one entirely new provision, resulting in a total of 170 sections. One of the primary objectives of the bill is to establish precise and uniform rules governing the handling of evidence during the trial of criminal laws. And also, it introduces the presumption of innocence as a fundamental principle of criminal justice system, which means that every person accused of an offence is presumed to be innocent until proven guilty beyond reasonable doubt. Judicial aspirants and the law students, you might be having a doubt whether this introduction of 3 new bills is going to affect your exams. Dear aspirants and the law students, you please don't worry. Just keep concentrating on your exams because these 3 new bills just introduced in Lok Sabha. It has to pass in Lok Sabha as well as Rajya Sabha. Then it has to get an assent from the president. Then it will become an act. Even if it become an act, there will be only insertion of new section or changes in the section. The foundation will be the same. So by this note, I am concluding my video. If you like my video, then please don't forget to subscribe my channel. I will be back with another new video. Until then, keep learning, stay safe and stay strong. Bye bye.